Next project I'll be working on is this truck. This is my dad's truck. It is a 2009 Dodge Ram 1500. I already have a cold air intake on it, stock exhaust. It's got the typical Dodge tick from the exhaust manifolds. We're going to be fixing that. We're going to be making it sound better. He had me put this on, put some nice lights on it. That works great. Cold air intake works great. Next step is we're going to be putting short headers on, Flowmaster exhaust. It's going to sound great. It's going to work great. And I mean, it's a pretty clean truck. I mean, we're in Michigan. He just had all the rockers redone on it, cab corners. So basically no rust. She's going to sound really good. I might see about having him put some blocks in the front just to level it out so it looks a little bit better. Okay, so on the passenger side, I got the manifold off. Came off pretty easily. There was 2 snapped off bolts. This one right here and this one right here were snapped off, and I snapped this one off. These ones are back in a little ways. Shouldn't be too bad. This one's going to be really easy. I'll just weld a little bit of spot on it, weld the washer on, weld the nut on, and it should come out pretty easily. Probably take me a few tries. Shouldn't be too hard. Then we got to pull the exhaust off. We're doing a catless exhaust. That'll all be custom. I'll be doing all that custom, taking the cats off and getting the O2 sensors tuned out. So it's the next day. We got both manifolds off. As you can see, we got 3 broken bolts there that we're going to get out with the welder and extractors. And then on the other side, we have most of the bolts broke off, actually. Or not most of them, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 that broke off that we got to get out. And this side's a lot harder because you have, I think it's an evap line, you got your dipstick, your steering. So I have an example of one I've done before. I did not have gas on this one, but that's basically what you have to do to get the broken bolt out. Just weld the washer, weld the nut, put an extractor on it. If you don't, go on Amazon or somewhere and pick up these extractor sockets. They will save you while you're doing this. Got the cats out. One thing to be careful of, you can cut the rear O2 sensors. The front ones, though, help manage the fuel and air mixture. So those do need to be put back in on both ones. I'm going to get these tuned out. You can go online and get tuners for that. I know a guy, so I'm going to take it to him. Another quick tip. When you're trying to weld these ones that are back in to the head a little bit, make sure you come to your welder and you crank the volts up. I'm going to do, I think, 18. About 17 on the wire. And what that's going to do is it's going to make sure you get a really good surface connection. I'm also going to take a drill with a drill bit, and I'm just going to drill out each one of these. And that'll allow the weld to hold a lot better. It's not beautiful, but I got the first one out. Got the first one out. I just need to get that last one out. I also got the one that was sticking out a ways out. I got them all out. Big thing that helps a lot. Like I said, have your welder really hot, running 18 volts. The nut and everything, the washer I weld on, it gets red hot. All I do is I weld a little nub on there, weld the washer, then I weld the nut to the washer. When I'm done, those should be red hot when I'm done welding. That heats up the entire stud going in and makes everything come right out. That is what it should look like when you're done welding it. Just having that get that hot makes it come out right away. So now I'm working on getting the headers put in. I had to do some custom modifications here. I had to cut part of this off, and then I cut a flat spot on the header and then welded a flat piece back on that. Starting to get all the bolts in. I've got everyone except for the one under here. It's the hardest one. They're really hard to get most of these bolts in on the bottom. The top ones are all really easy. But on the bottom, you can see you have back in here is the hard one I got to get in. And then there's the two back there. I like getting one or two started on the top, and then I'll get the two on the bottom started, pull the two on top out, get the seal put in, or the gasket, and then I'll put all of them in. I got the headers all in. I've got the exhaust tacked up on both sides for the catless exhaust. I'm gonna bring it down and finish welding them so it's a little bit nicer. I've got the muffler on and most of the exhaust system running back. Working on getting my clamps set. I'm running it through that hole in the frame that goes all the way through. I cut and put the old tips back on. And I'm working on putting the tip on this side. It's all turning out pretty nice. Everything's on. The exhaust is all on front and back. O2 sensors are plugged back in. Now let's see what she sounds like. That is it on the truck. If you want to get the intake, it is a Rough Country intake just for this model of truck. The exhaust wise, I got the short headers off of Amazon. They're about 250 bucks. The exhaust, that also was off Amazon, just a Flowmaster exhaust. That was about 250. I believe the intake is also about 250. It's just average price, but for, I don't know, a little over, what, $900 or something, you get a nice sounding, nice running truck.